Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we will be discussing working capital, an essential part of a company's financial management. Working capital is crucial for ensuring that a business can meet its day-to-day operational needs. We will cover the concept, classification, determinants, methods of estimation, and techniques for managing working capital. Let's get started. First, let's define working capital. It refers to the capital required for a company's day-to-day operations. Essentially, it represents the difference between current assets like cash, inventory, and receivables, and current liabilities like payables and short-term loans. Now, let's look at the classification of working capital. First one is gross working capital. This refers to the total current assets of a firm. It's the overall pool of resources available to meet short-term obligations. Now, the second one is net working capital. This is the difference between current assets and current liabilities. It's a measure of the liquidity available to manage day-to-day operations. Several factors influence a company's working capital requirements, known as the determinants of working capital. The first one is nature of business. Different industries and types of businesses have varying needs for working capital. Second one is business cycle. The stage of the business cycle affects how much working capital a company needs. For example, during periods of growth, more working capital may be required. Now, the third one is production cycle. The time it takes to produce and sell goods impacts working capital needs. Longer production cycles often require more working capital. Now, the fourth one is credit policy. The terms of credit extended to customers and received from suppliers can influence cash flow and working capital needs. Now, the fifth one is inventory levels. The amount of inventory a company holds also affects working capital, as more inventory ties up capital. Now, the sixth one is sales volume. As sales increase, the need for working capital typically increases as well to support higher production and operational activities. Now, let's move on to the estimation of working capital. We have current assets. These include cash, accounts, receivable, inventory, and other short-term assets. And current liabilities means these include accounts payable, short-term loans, and other short-term obligations. The calculation methods are: first one is percentage of sales method. This method estimates working capital as a percentage of projected sales. Now, the second one is operating cycle method. This method calculates a working capital based on the time it takes to convert inventory into cash through sales. Now, the third one is a ratio analysis. Ratios like the current ratio and quick ratio help assess working capital needs by comparing assets to liabilities. Finally, let's talk about working capital management techniques. Efficient management of working capital ensures that a company has enough liquidity to meet its obligations without holding too much idle cash. Some key techniques include: first one is cash management, optimizing cash levels to ensure liquidity while minimizing the amount of idle cash sitting unproductively. Now, the second one is inventory management, efficiently managing inventory levels to avoid holding excessive stock which ties up capital while preventing stockouts that could disrupt operations. Now, the third one is receivables management, implementing effective credit policies and collection practices to ensure timely cash inflow from customers. Now, the fourth one is payables management, managing payment terms with suppliers to optimize cash flow and make the most of available credit terms. In summary, working capital is a vital aspect of financial management that keeps the business running smoothly. By understanding the components, determinants, and management techniques of working capital, business can maintain liquidity, improve efficiency, and ensure long-term financial stability. Thank you for watching the video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.